So your engine's feeling a little tired, huh? Maybe it's sluggish, sounds a bit rough, just doesn't have that punch it used to. Well, the good news is you don't need a new car. You don't even need an expensive trip to the mechanic. We're gonna break down the simple fixes that'll bring your engine back to life, right there in your own driveway. Let's get to it. It's a feeling we all know, that sense that your car's just lost its edge. It might start small, but it's a sure sign your engine is trying to tell you something. It's not just about getting old. It's usually about some simple maintenance that's been let go for too long, and it leads to some very real, very annoying problems. So, do any of these sound familiar? Takes an extra second to turn over in the morning, the engine's kind of shaky at a red light, you feel like you're living at the gas station, and that hesitation when you step on the gas, that's your engine literally choking. These aren't just little quirks, they're symptoms, and we can fix them. And that is exactly what we're about to do. We're gonna walk through a clear, step-by-step game plan to get that power and that smoothness back. These are fixes you can do with basic tools, and they'll save you a ton of cash you'd otherwise be forking over to a shop. First things first, breathing. Just like you, an engine needs clean air to do its job. If it can't breathe, nothing else matters. We're gonna look at two key parts that are probably choking your engine right now, and believe me, this is the easiest place to start. The air filter, think of it as your engine's lungs. Over time, it gets completely packed with dirt, dust, and all kinds of junk. A clogged filter literally starves your engine of the air it needs to burn fuel properly. The result? Less power, worse acceleration, and you're just burning gas for no good reason. So, how often do you swap it? A good rule of thumb is about every 12,000 miles. But listen, that's just a guideline. If you live somewhere dusty or drive on a lot of dirt roads, you need to check it way more often. This is one of the cheapest, fastest things you can do for your car. And checking it is dead simple. Pop open the airbox, pull the filter out, and hold it up to the sun. If you can't see light coming through it, or it just looks gray and dirty, it's done. Get a new one. And here's a pro tip. Don't bother trying to blow it out with an air compressor. Just replace it. A new filter is like 25 bucks, and it makes a huge difference. Okay, so the lungs are clean. Now it's time to check the part that actually measures all that air. The engine's brain for airflow. It's called the mass airflow sensor, or MAF sensor, and it sits right after the air filter. This is our next target. See, this little sensor tells the car's computer exactly how much air is coming into the engine, so it knows how much fuel to spray. But over time, a fine layer of grime bakes onto its tiny wires. This messes up the reading, the computer gets bad info, and you get a crappy fuel mixture, terrible mileage, and jerky acceleration. Cleaning it takes 5 minutes. Unplug it, take it out, and hit it with some MAF-specific cleaner. Now, listen up, this is critical. Do not touch the little wires inside, at all. Let it air dry completely, put it back in, and you're good to go. All right, the engine can breathe. Now let's talk about the other half of the equation, fuel. Getting clean fuel sprayed in a perfect, fine mist is everything for power and efficiency. We gotta make sure every single drop is pulling its weight. Over time, your fuel injectors get gunked up with carbon deposits, and that perfect mist turns into a weak dribble. You've got two basic choices here. For regular upkeep, a bottle of good fuel system cleaner in the tank works great. It's about 15 bucks and it's easy. But if your engine's already running rough and the buildup is serious, you might need a pro cleaning service. They force a concentrated cleaner right through the fuel rail. It costs more, but for heavy-duty cleaning, it's the real deal. I love this analogy. Think about it, trying to run a marathon with a sock stuffed in your mouth. That's exactly what your engine is doing when it's choked with carbon buildup on the intake valves and pistons. It literally can't breathe. That's where you get that rough idle, that knocking sound, and that feeling that the car has no power. And yeah, the gas you use really does matter. Look for top-tier gas stations. That stuff has extra detergents that help keep your fuel system clean from the get-go. And octane? Higher octane isn't more powerful. It just resists engine knock, or detonation, which is crucial for high-compression engines. Using fuel that's too cheap can cause serious damage. And for some extra insurance, dump a bottle of a cleaner like Techron or Seafoam in the tank every 3,000 miles or so. It's cheap protection. Next up, we're gonna get our hands dirty with two small, simple parts that have a massive impact on how your engine idles and responds when you hit the gas. Most people never touch these, but cleaning them is a game changer. The throttle body is basically the front door for air going into your engine. And this chart says it all. Almost 2/3 of people wait till their car is already running like garbage before they even think about cleaning it. See, carbon builds up right around the throttle plate, and it messes up the airflow when you're idling. That's what causes a rough, jumpy idle or even stalling. All it takes is a can of throttle body cleaner and a rag every 30,000 miles to prevent that. Here's another one everyone ignores, the PCV valve. Its job is to vent pressure out of your engine's crankcase. But when it gets clogged with oily sludge, that pressure builds up, and it has to go somewhere. So it starts pushing oil right out of your gaskets and seals. If you're suddenly spotting new oil drips on your driveway, a clogged PCV valve is one of the first things you should check. It's a cheap part and usually a breeze to replace. Okay, let's talk about the spark, the lifeblood, and the simple truth about parts that just wear out. Putting in fresh parts and following the right schedule, that's not a suggestion. It's the secret to keeping your engine running strong for the long haul. Just look at this. It tells you everything you need to know. When your spark plugs get old, the electrodes wear down, you get a weak spark, and you lose power and gas mileage. But look at the cost for a shop to do it. It can be $300. You can buy the plugs yourself for $20 and do it in an hour. This is probably one of the biggest money savers in all of car maintenance. Now let's tackle a big one, oil changes. For decades, we've had the 3,000-mile rule beaten into our heads. Let me tell you, for almost any modern car using modern oil, that is a complete myth. If you're still doing that, you're just throwing away perfectly good oil and your hard-earned money. So here's the bottom line. The only person you should listen to about when to change your oil is the engineer who designed your engine. It's all right there in your owner's manual. Most modern cars can easily go 7,500, 10,000, even 15,000 miles between oil changes. Trust the manual, not the guy at the quick lube trying to hit a sales quota. All right, we've handled air, fuel, and spark. Now for the last stop. And it's a part that almost nobody thinks about, but it can cause huge headaches. This little thing costs less than $20, but when it goes bad, it can trigger a check engine light that sends people into a panic. I'm talking about your gas cap. Yeah, the gas cap. Its main job is to seal the fuel system. When that seal fails, maybe the rubber gaskets gets old and cracked, the car's computer detects a pressure leak in the emissions system and bam, check engine light. It can even make the engine run rough. So before you freak out, check the cap. If the seal is cracked, just get a new one. If the filler neck is dirty, wipe it clean. And make sure you've got the right type of cap for your car, vented or non-vented. It makes a difference. So what's the reward for spending an afternoon in the garage? You get that throttle response back, you touch the gas and it just goes. You get an idle that's so quiet and smooth, you'll wonder if the engine is even on. You'll actually save money on gas. And best of all, you'll save hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars in shop fees. You get that new car feeling without the new car payment. So your engine is breathing right, it's getting clean fuel, it's got a hot spark, it's running great. But all that hard work could be for nothing if you're making common mistakes on the most basic maintenance task there is. So let me leave you with this question. Are your oil changes secretly destroying your engine?